Last week we played Cubescape and we played Birthday, which is the 7th game in the Cubescape series. And the player needs to control Dao as he celebrates his 9th birthday in 1939 when an uninvited guest crashes the party. The player must change their past using their birthday present. And it's more like a puzzle game, and we need to solve a lot of puzzles. For example, we need to find ice and give it to the grandfather. So our reaction is I need ice and I'd like to find some ice, and I'm going to get to the refrigerator to find ice. So we open the refrigerator to look for ice, but the refrigerator is empty. And because of that, our reaction is ice should be made first. So I like to make ice by myself, and I'm going to make ice with water. So we turned on the tap, but the water was gone. And with that, our reaction is I need to hold the water first. So I like to find a vessel. And here comes to some differences between our team members. Joe and Sharon think they should look around in the play space to find the vessel, and I think we can have a look of the tools we already have to see if anything can hold water. So Joe and Sharon look around to find a vessel, but they failed. And I have a look of the toolkit and I found a balloon. I think this could make it work because when I was a child, I always used balloon to hold water just for fun. So I had a try of the balloon to hold water and it works. And then we put it into the refrigerator and got the ice. So here's the video.
Well, at this point, we almost understand the game rules and the little tricks in this gameplay. We found a bubble gun on the CD player. According to the experience in the life, we believe that bubble gun should be shoot by someone, and we know all purpose can get some new clues or trigger some plots somehow. So we are going to select someone to eat this gun. We click 3 NPC's mouths representatively, but for Dad and Grandfather, there are no response. The first reason we try Grandfather is because he said he wants some music, and we get gun from the player. So we try he first, but it didn't work. Then we try somebody else. It is based on the hint in the game, not from our life experience. After we clicked Mother's mouse, we saw he eat it and split a bubble out. The first reaction is we want to use something shape to piece the bubble. We're gonna decide whether use knife or screwdriver because they are the only two shape objects in our inventory. Then we clicked bubble on the screen. We got a eaten gun. It must have some purpose in the game. Maybe for sticky, maybe for eat it again. So we put gun back to the mothers and other two NPC's mouths again and again. It is a little bit weird and disgusting, but it is a game. We got a lot of fun here. We did something we will never tried in our real life.
The next thing we are going to talk about of this game is a scene from the window. At the beginning, when we see this game, we found a window in this room. So in our real life, when we see a window, our reaction is going to see through from the window. And we found there is a shadow of a human figure rabbit. Later on, after the rabbit break in the room, killing the parents and the grandfather, we go back to see the window. The window has some fog on the window. And then in our memory, there was a painting on the wall, looks similar as the scene of the window. So we thought right now it should have some connection between each other. So in this stage, we are trying to do some activities with this window. From my point of view, every time I see a foggy window, I want to draw something on the window. So of us decide to draw something on the window. First, we decide cleaning the window to see is there still the rabbit outside, but we found the rabbit is not outside. So we feel probably we are safe. The rabbit is gone, but Joe has a different opinion. Joe think about probably the rabbit is still there. And then we go back to the drawing to see the connection between the drawing and the window. We found there was a dark house on the drawing, so we decided to clean the part of the house, but nothing happened. So we back and forth look around in the room to see is there any other thing about the window, or we can do fire on the window, or we trying to find other clues. But later on I found there was a tree, but outside there is no tree, so I decided to draw a tree on the window. The other interesting of this window is every time we back, the fog is come back, and then this time the rabbit is show up. After the rabbit show up, break the window, we got another clue, which is a piece of glass. So the other thing of this game I want to talk about, which is the crystal ball. Actually, in this part, when we was playing it, it kind of cheating of the game. We know that we need to find. When we saw there are 4 empty number, our reflection is okay. There is a code, so we are thinking about the numbers happening in the room, and we remember there was kind of a puzzle of the number on the wall, which is we need find the select number from the starlight. But when I put the numbers randomly in the 4 digits, there nothing happened, and then we remember there was a postcard seems has the order of the number, so we go back to see the postcard, and then we put 3 of the number in the ball. The rest of the number we didn't find the stamp, so we actually click from 1 to from 0 to 9, and then we found the number is 6. So it's kind of a cheating of this game. And then the repetition of this action is we go back and forth between the starry night and the crystal ball, and we also go back and forth to another place. We found the stamps. We are trying to find which stamps we can find, but we gave up, so we just using our imagination, using the chance to guess the number of it. This kind of break the original play, but which is we actually will like to do in our life. So we found there was a number says 1966 in this letter. And then we got the clock. But after we got the clock, we thought probably we still need the stamp for get another clue. So we still go back and forth, repeating find the stamp. But later on, after we play in the game, we found that we can skip the part of we find all the stamp if we can just guessing the number of those 4 digits.
This is a pretty interesting game, and then we feel that this figure looks like Sven, the cool grandfather who saved the life in the puzzle room. And then it's not just an escaping room, it's telling some truths between the memory and the time.